again, everyone. I don't know if we actually have anyone here or if it's just me talking to myself, but that's okay. Either way, here to play some Alone Among the Stars. Haven't done this in a little bit, just because, last weekend was New Year's, before that was Christmas, and we may have done one shortly before that. I don't remember. Either way, this is a solo TTRPG, mostly based around like journaling, and based off of the roll of a 6-sided die and the draw of a card from a standard deck of cards. So, got my nice little deck of cards here. I've got my dice over here, and since I am streaming from home today, we'll see how well my connection does, for one. For two, I will be using real dice and real cards. So, it's been a minute since I've played this, so apologies. I'm going to have to refresh myself as I go, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll roll our first die, which is a 6. Seems to always be 6s that I roll for how many cards per planet. So I shuffled this before stream, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again, just because I can. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So let's see here. Get my layout. Okay, so I always try to, it's not on the official rule sheet, which is pretty short and straightforward, but I always like to roll just to see how many days it's been like since I landed, or how many days in between each discovery, because to me that helps keep it a little bit more random rather than just saying like, oh, I discover something every single day on this planet. But today we are on planet pXv-7, and this will be day 3 on planet. So on day 3, let's see. So I rolled a 5 for how I come upon the discovery. So that is, I spot it as I'm resting. And my card is the 8 of diamonds. Let me make sure. Oh, nice glare on it. There you go. Okay. So if you've seen this before, you might recognize, diamonds are living beings. 8 is on a glacier. Okay. So we'll say I land near the pole of, I already forgot the name, pXv-7. Land near we'll say the southern pole of this planet, and come across a hairy creature. Hey, Kayla. Thanks for joining. All right, I can't see what I'm typing, so I'm just gonna have to get this. Oh, not too bad. How's your Sunday morning going? Oh, unfortunate. You have a long work day ahead of you? Oh, that's not too bad. At least it's a shorter day, right? Well, I guess it's not that short. You just start early. But still, this is pretty much it for me today. Just doing this stream this morning. And I mean, we are playing a recorded game. We're not streaming it this evening. And I've prepared absolutely like zero for it, which is fine. I mean, it'll be okay. They are a bunch of chaos gremlins, so there's really no preparation that can be done most of the time. Maybe a little loose outline. Yeah, I mean, I've got a nice break. That's not until like 4 o'clock my time, and it's only almost noon here now. So play this for a little bit, and then get some lunch. Maybe do a little bit of last minute prep. Just kind of come up with a loose storyline for what we're gonna play this afternoon. This evening is our Bad Boys of New Alexandria. We did. I may have told you about this. Um, we initially played like 4 or 5 sessions of it, um, and then we started doing the stream, which was basically like a prequel to those sessions. Um, we kind of finished out our prequel arc more or less, and then I've got the first episode of the original stuff edited. It's scheduled to come out, I think, mid-February, if I remember right. And so there's like I said, 4 or 5 episodes of that, and then we're starting a new arc of it pretty soon. So should be fun. Okay, so our first discovery. Let me go ahead and transition that over. Of course, now I can't read it now that I've done that. So, yeah, day 3 on planet. Landing near the southern pole of the planet, I was resting when approached by a strange creature covered in coarse hair. Okay. So that is our first discovery. We'll go ahead and roll. Okay. This will be 6 days later. So day 9. I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of creepy. It could just be a cute, fuzzy little animal. Wow. So I'm using the dice that I got from Team Drew's basement for the Secret Santa that, you put on, Kayla. And I've rolled a 6 like 3 or 4 times so far in the like maybe 10 minutes I've been playing. So, but like, I don't know how well it'll show up. If I can remember how, shit works. It's like a little cool. I don't even know if that's the right side. It might be that. Like that's the 6 on it. Of course, yeah. Drew would definitely get me the weighted dice. I'm sure. Okay, so holy crap. Okay, that's another 6. I think. Let me see. Do I have the bag handy? Because it came in this cool little bag that I don't know where I put it. I don't know. I think it's the symbol of the company, and of course I can't remember what it was. I have it somewhere, but yeah, they do look a little bit like bones. But yeah, I just rolled another 6 on that dice, so it's a lot of 6s today. I guess I should probably not use this D6 on Tuesday for our game, since it keeps rolling 6s. Okay, so 6 is another came upon while resting. Let me see. I mean, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but uh, Aaron sometimes pops in here, and there's a chance that like Amanda or Plush might even pop in. So we'll see if they catch on. So our second discovery, we've got another 8. This time is the 8 of spades. So 8 means I am staying on this glacier, apparently. Spades are natural phenomena, which, because it's been a while since I've played this, it says natural phenomena can include, but are not limited to, huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, etc. Okay. Yeah, and so we're still on this glacier. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's partially to like keep it more interesting because this is a sci-fi adventure. Um, that way, it's not just like, oh, hey, you found like a regular boring rock, you know, or like you found whatever. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I'm clearly not as motivated mentally as I thought I was for this game. I was watching Artemis's stream and told them, I'm like, yeah, I might stream. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, I really don't feel like moving. And then after about an hour or so, I'm like, okay, the coffee's finally hit me, so I guess I can like motivate myself to stream a little bit. So yeah, my brain's just not fully engaged this morning. I mean, I feel like that's what Sundays are for, is, being sleepy. Unless, of course, you're at work, then you can't really afford to be sleepy. Mm, okay. So, day 9, we're just hanging out on this glacier, resting, studying the creature I'd recently discovered. Um, this little coarsely haired fella, when a strange cloud formation began moving in from the north. So, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to roll these Dollar Tree dice. Cool. That one's a 4. It's funny because I was using these Dollar Tree dice when we played Babies and Broadswords on New Year's Eve, and I swear, like, almost every single time I rolled a 6. I even switched between the dice because I'm like, it just keeps rolling 6s. And this is ridiculous, but at least this one's a 4, so. Gotta mix it up a little bit. So that puts us day 13 on planet. Okay, there we go. There's a 1. So 1 for how I discover it is an arduous journey. And then draw my card. So it's the Queen of Spades. So, again, spades are natural phenomena, but the Queen is in deep water. Okay. Yeah, it's just me. The dice had nothing to do with it. Okay, so let's see. We've got an arduous journey in deep water. 4 days later. Okay. Sounds good. Have fun at work. Hopefully the day goes by quickly for you. If nothing else, I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, so I'm saying that Ranger Brackett noticed that this creature he discovered seems to live at least part of the time underwater, and took the diving apparatus out of the Griffin, which is the name of his ship. Oops. Um, so he followed it to a deep cave under the sea, where a large group of these creatures were found. And it appears that my new friend may be a young version. Yeah, so followed it underwater and found a whole mess of these guys. So let's go ahead and say, okay, our next discovery is 4 days later. So it puts us day 17 on planet. Okay, I'm re-rolling that because it was a 4 and then a 1 again. Of course, now it's a 6. So 6 is while resting. So hey, how's it going, Chell? Thanks for joining. Oh, that seems to be the theme of the day. Kayla was just here and was at work as well. But not too bad. Just playing some Lone Among the Stars and seeing what kind of shenanigans Ranger Brackett can get into. Let's see, so all the shenanigans. It's always all the shenanigans. This time we've mixed it up. There's no amoebas so far. This time we've got some hairy, strange creatures that I have kind of left intentionally vague, mostly because my brain is not fully functional this morning. And so I have not decided what they look like other than they are hairy, coarse and hairy. So this discovery, a few days later, is 2 of diamonds. So diamonds are living beings, could be any kind of living being, doesn't have to be an intelligent creature. And a 2 is under the light of the moon. So, yeah, I mean, they could be little fuzzy creatures. I don't know that they'd be soft. I did say initially that they were coarse and hairy, so I was kind of picturing more like kind of like how boars are a little bit coarse, but I don't know that it looks like a boar. I haven't decided that one yet. Okay, so while I was relaxing among these hairy creatures, I well, no, let me back up on this, because I did come upon it while I was resting, but it is under the light of the moon, so I can't really stay in my underwater cave and be under the light of the moon. So, after returning to the surface, oops, after returning to the surface, I was preparing to check out further areas of this planet, since really so far I've only really studied the southern pole and a little bit of some underwater stuff. Um, this is another living being. Let me see. I don't know. I spotted something. Yeah, I think it was Aaron on one of my first streams of this who said that, this is in the future, so it could just be the linguistic drift that if I misspell something, that's just how they spell it in the future. So fuck it, right? Plus, I usually do this like early-ish in the morning, so I'll just blame not being awake and future language. Hmm. Let's see. So what suggestions do you have? I've got a new creature that I've discovered. I kind of don't want to do the same. Um, Cryosleep will do that to you. Or like last session or the session before, it'll give you some really fucked up dreams. So it's always fun too. But any suggestions, Chell, on what kind of creature I should discover this time? Because I don't want to do the same mysterious creature. Okay. Yeah. I can get behind a crustacean with creepy hair. And thank you for spelling that for me, or at least I'm going to assume it's right. Doing the good work, Google searching for me while you're at work. Excuse me. Hey, that's okay. It's how they spell it in the future, that's for sure. Gotta love weird crabs. I do enjoy the fact that like there's a whole, I think it's carcinization, that like multiple different creatures have evolved to become crab-like, even though they're not actually related at all. And it's just a thing that happens in nature, at least on Earth, that eventually stuff turns into crabs. So maybe that's our future. Maybe in the future people are crabs. We definitely have mentioned the crab people more than a few times. Okay, so day 17 on the planet. After returning to the surface, I was preparing to check out further areas of the planet when, under the light of the moons, I spotted a crustacean, which seems to have hair like features growing out of it in strange places. So, yes, I will also probably have the Crab People song stuck in my head for a while. Thank you for that. All right, we've got two more cards, and I rolled a 2. So that'll be 2 days later. Day 19. We'll do a 6. So I'm just finding all of these things while I'm sitting on my ass, which kind of checks out, like you do. Very good scientists just sitting and then, oh shit, there's a thing. So got the 2 of hearts. 2, I believe, yeah, 2 is under the light of the moon, so I don't even have to go anywhere. I just sit under the moonlight for 2 whole days. And hearts are ruins. So yeah, I probably need to move a little bit for that. I'm just gonna assume. Hey, thanks. I like these cards too. I think I got them at, I want to say Walmart, maybe. Um, what did I do with the box? The box. Yeah, so they are Hoyle waterproof. Um, I initially, and I think I mentioned this on stream before, but I initially got them for we were going to play Deadlands, and I know us, we get like food or drink pretty much on everything, especially with that group. So I was like, yeah, these will be great. Um, in that group, we don't even like drink. It's just like sodas and stuff like that. So it's not even like we're drunk and getting sloppy and getting stuff everywhere. We're just clumsy, I guess. Um, yeah, but these actually work out perfectly for this game as well. So I am here for it. Okay, so yeah, so it says hearts are ruins, which, again, it gives examples. And it says mysterious obelisks, vine covered temples, abandoned dwellings for people bigger than you, a wrecked spaceship, etc. I definitely identify as a clumsy adult. It could be. Yeah. It could definitely be the ruins of an ancient port. Um, yeah, I was saying that I was kind of traveling from the pole, and who knows? I mean, I don't usually like pre-plan these planets in any kind of way. It's something that I keep meaning to do, but then I just don't do it. Um, Maybe I'll work on that in between this and D&D this afternoon. Um, but yeah, I definitely like your suggestion. I'm always open to it. So, and found. Wow, you just sent that message a little bit ago, but now it's already. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, I was definitely leaning towards the crabs showing up again. There it is. There. Couldn't find where you had said crustacean because now I'm second guessing myself on spelling it. Absolutely. Yeah, that's how you get killed, is second guessing yourself in space. I say as if Ranger Beckett hasn't been attacked by giant amoebas while he's sleeping or anything, totally fine. Okay, so crawling over the ruins of a port of some sort. Let's see. Yeah, so um, after 2 days of travel from the southern pole, I was resting and trying to catch a bit of sleep when I awoke to the sounds of skittering and found several of the large crustacean creatures. Wow, me and the alliteration right there. Um, Crawling on what appears to be the ruins of a port of some sort, and I could see what looked to be sunken ships. And I would have said more, but I ran out of space. And I have yet to figure out how to make this like more efficient for me on stream, so I'm just having to align everything as I go. So we've got one card left on this planet. I may. Let me see. Yeah, I can't imagine where I would have gotten the alliteration inspiration from. Um, I have no idea how long I've been streaming. It told me earlier, and now I can't find it. So that's fine. Everything's fine. Next one is 3, so we've got 3 days later, day 22. Holy crap! I am re-rolling that because it's another freaking 6. That's it. Jesus. All right, switching dice. I don't know if Jesus exists in future space, but all right. So that's a 3 for the discovery. Come upon it suddenly. A couple days later, our last card is the 10 of Spades. So 10 is on a cliff face. Spades are natural phenomena. Hmm. Yes, Space Jesus definitely does a lot of just floating in the air. Let's see. Yeah. Hold on. Spades. So natural phenomena. Uh, Again, these are just the examples it gives, but it says huge crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, which I have used that one previously, like word for word. Strange clouds, which I used earlier. Rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious minerals, etc. Oh man, I am not sure what bird it is that lays eggs on the top of cliffs and the babies jump off basically to certain death to get back to their parents. But if we had gotten the living creatures, that would have been a fantastic inspiration. Okay, snow geese are either very dumb or very brave. I don't know which. Oh hey Artemis. I was just getting ready to raid you, but I appreciate the raid. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, living creatures is one of the other categories, but we're on natural phenomena. Well, hello, Cedar. Good to see you as well. Let me see. Oh no. Helps if I can spell, huh? Yeah, Chell, I think that's a great idea. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let me get back to my log before I forget what we just talked about, because, I don't have ADHD or anything. That's not even remotely accurate. Don't we all come up with our best ideas when we should be doing other stuff, though? Like, I feel like that's definitely how that goes. Also, Chell, since you're here, are you still joining us for stream on, well, I guess two streams, right? Let me check my calendar because I can't remember shit. Yeah, so the 22nd for Root, and then I know we had talked about you coming on for our character creation on the 29th. Are we still doing both of those? Yeah. I mean, thankfully, Root, I think, is in the afternoon, right? Maybe? Oh, I don't know. We'll have to figure out a time for that because I don't have a time written down. Um, so I'll hop over to the Discord and figure that out here in a minute because I'm doing the best at all the things. But yeah, character creation will be on the 29th. So, we got a few weeks, but definitely make sure if you're a first time watcher or anything like that. Um, yeah, I'm bad with time and planning. That's why, like, all the Vactair stuff, Artemis just does all the planning and I just show up. So, like you do. Okay, so back to what I was doing. Continue to explore further on this icy planet. Hey, speaking of the Vector, thank you, Nightbot. Okay, so came across what appears to have been an avalanche and there. Oops. All right, so continue to explore further on this icy planet. Yeah, I mean, you said Mulan, so I went full on Mulan, and there's just like came across what appears to have been an avalanche, and there were forms which appear to be humanoid, buried beneath the snow and ice, according to my sonar scan. Nothing wrong with watching documentaries. Let's see. So I am out of cards for this planet. I will leave it up to Chell and anybody else who may be in chat. Do we want to draw some more cards for this planet, or do we want to call it a day, or do we want to maybe go to a new planet? I'll leave it up to chat. While we're pondering, I'll do some shuffling. I dig it. Thank you, Sophia. Boldly go to another planet. I don't know how bold. Perfect. That's 2 votes for new planet. But yeah, Chell, thank you for dropping in, even though you're at work. If I don't see you before then, I'll definitely see you back here on the 22nd for our root stream, whatever time we do that. And then again on the 29th, bright and early, for our character creation stream with Ellie. So again, thanks for dropping in. Always appreciate it. And let's see. For this new planet, drew 2 cards. You know what? I did not mean to peek at those, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle those back in because I don't want to know what's coming. But yeah, no, I'm glad to have you, Chell. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing route number 1. Looking forward to doing a second stream of that, just seeing where that storyline goes. And have a good rest of your day at work. Hopefully it goes by quickly. All right, so I got 2 cards. So this new planet, absolutely. Sophia or anybody else who's still here, any suggestions for planet names? I usually go with kind of like a random letters and numbers kind of thing. Much appreciated. Yeah, so any planet name suggestions? I normally come up with it before stream, and then I usually don't do a whole lot of 2 planets, just because then that puts me on the spot. But since we've got a decently active chat today, I am open to suggestions. Okay. Got planet ZaN-7. Thank you, Sophia, for that suggestion. Okay. So ZaN-7. And then we're going to go with how many days? Well, we make a discovery on day 1. Doesn't happen very often for old Ranger Breckett. Normally he takes a few days to find anything. But apparently this planet, while maybe small, has some promising discoveries. Okay, that's 2 ones in a row. Let me see. So the second one is to determine how I come across this discovery, which is an arduous journey. So, first, the 9 of spades. Spades are natural phenomena. And the 9, is deep underground. Okay. That's a strange move. I don't think Breckett normally goes underground on day 1, but yeah, we'll say this planet seemed to be oops. Be quite well. If I can keep this within the boundaries, I probably need to adjust my layout because I keep overtyping. Yeah, so day 1. This planet seemed to be fairly hospitable from orbit, but upon landing, I quickly found the atmosphere to be quite corrosive to my suit and had to take shelter in a nearby cave formation. So I imagine, it doesn't start corroding immediately. Otherwise, I probably would have just hopped back in the Griffin and said, fuck this planet. But not too long after, I decided to take shelter in this cave. And I guess I should actually follow the card, huh? So, let's see. It's the 9 of spades, so... okay. Here we go. Yeah, you know what? They don't use miles in the future. On for many kilometers. And after time, I found a vein. Oops. Okay, so yeah, corrosive atmosphere. Had to take shelter in a nearby cave. Whilst exploring, this tunnel, I found that it went on for many kilometers, and after some time, I found a vein of strange minerals. We went a little bit over our layout there, but that's okay. So that's day 1. Let's see what day 2, or well, day whatever. Day 6. I can do math. Basic math. Day 6 on planet. Okay, we rolled a 2 for how we come across this one. So this is another arduous journey. And this is the Jack of Hearts. So, have had some hearts. Have not had a Jack this time. So Jack is in the desert. And hearts are ruins of some sort. Okay, so day 6 on planet. Came out the other side of this tunnel, found myself in a desert of baked clay-type soil and sparse vegetation. Um, okay, so yeah, this is 2 in a row for this planet that I've gone over my layout. So emerged into this desert. Here the atmosphere seems to be non-corrosive, and I ventured forth only to find a long and winding path to a strange sort of obelisk which glowed on its own with no clear source of power. Okay. You know what? I kind of like where we're going with this planet, so let me just roll again. We're going to do a couple more cards, and we'll stay on ZaN-7. So, got 3 more. And we're going to go with 4 days out. So day 10 on planet. And then, awesome. Another one, so it's another arduous journey. Okay, we've got the Ace of Spades. So, Ace of Spades. Spades are, again, natural phenomena. That's kind of our theme for today. Ace is my least favorite card. Honestly, I love this game. I just might rewrite the Ace because I don't like it. It says Ace is in a field taller than you, and I've never been consistent or fully understood what that means because it's super vague. I've both had it be a field that was like located higher up than me, and also a field that was like Jurassic Park, where they go. I guess it's the second or third one where they go into the tall grass. I think it could go either way, so I'm gonna say this one's probably a higher elevation. Let me see. And yeah, so spades are natural phenomena. Okay. It's another arduous journey, so all right. So day 10 on planet. Decided to climb up the nearby mesa to get a better view of the landscape. And after a tough hike up, I found a similar looking crystal structure to one that I had found on a previous planet. All right, so found this crystal structure that's similar to others that Ranger Beckett has found, and after some further investigation, I noted that it appears to be vibrating at a frequency that resembles radio waves. Right, the theme for today is long descriptions and going over my layout, which is 100% on me and on brand. So, got 2 more cards. 1 day later, day 11. 4 is... Let me see. I come upon this next discovery suddenly. And the next discovery is the 7 of Diamonds. Diamonds are living beings, our favorite. And the 7 is near a volcano. I should have known that one. Sophia, if you're still around in chat, what kind of living being might I find near a volcano on this planet? Let's see. I know, it's a tough one. The volcanoes always kind of throw me off because there's not a lot of like bigger life that usually hangs around volcanoes. I guess it doesn't say it has to be like in or right next to one, but I don't know. Oh, also, um, for anybody who was here earlier, let me see. Yeah, I don't know if they would count as living, but I'll allow it. Um, it may, we could do both. We could do some sort of like magma. I wouldn't say golem because, constructs aren't really typically considered living creatures unless we're talking about Warforged. Um, but then you also mentioned the like Naga or Serpentine creature. So real quick before I forget, so Chell sent me this picture. That is what they were referring to. If I can get rid of the glare, when they were talking about the hairy crustacean. So yeah, just picture that but bigger. Um, so um, you know what? And it says, let me see. It says near a volcano. Near a volcano could mean a lot of things. So much like the ambiguity of in a field taller than you, I'm going to take this one as a little bit more ambiguous. I'm going to make this a little bit of like a Yellowstone, where maybe I could see that there's like a volcano in the distance, but there's more volcanic activity going on below the surface than I realized. Spotted. One day I'll get good at reading while I type, but it is not today. So let me finish typing this up and then we'll go over it. Um, yeah, so from the mesa of the previous day, I spotted distant volcanic activity. And the following day, the following day. And today, while hiking, I was surprised by a creature which emerged from below the soil. And it at first appeared to be made of rock, but it All right. Yeah. So, creature emerged from below the soil, and at first it appeared to be made of rock, but it began to glow and emit a white-hot heat, and I was forced to return to the cave. So, I think that's probably like the most dangerous, adventurous thing that we've had so far. So I appreciate the inspiration there. Okay, so we're going to be 6 days later. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, 100% came from your inspiration, Sophia, so definitely give yourself credit for that. And then, cool. Our next discovery is 6 days later, and 2 means it's another arduous journey. This whole planet has pretty much been arduous journeys for good old Ranger Beckett. Okay, we've got another ace, this time the ace of clubs. Clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life. Towering trees, carnivorous pitchers, giant ferns, glowing weeds, floating flowers, oozing mushrooms, etc. And yeah, so ace is in a field taller than me. So, okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Any kind of writing is always helpful. I I like this game a lot, obviously, because this is the 6th time that I've played it. It says entry 5 because this is the 5th solo one. Um, but it definitely puts you on the spot to come up with something, especially when you're doing it on stream, which, I'm fine with. It's a nice challenge. Some days I'm more mentally prepared for it than others. Today's a little bit of a mixed bag, but hey, it's what we're here for, right? Yeah. So, arduous journey. We've got some kind of plant or other immobile form of life, and it's in a field taller than me. So, okay, so I think this one, again, I don't like the field taller than me, but so I took a short jaunt in the Griffin to elsewhere on the planet because I wasn't ready to just give up. I mean, I've seen some interesting stuff on this planet. Um, and, Beckett is nothing if not a scientist. He's not one to just, well, I say he's not one to just run away. He's absolutely just run away before. But it's neither here nor there. Today, he's not in the running away mood. So, um, Okay, so field of foreign vegetation is where I landed near. I began to explore, but the trek was quite difficult due to the uneven ground. And you know what? Because I've already gone pretty far on this one, I'm going to go ahead and give myself more room to write. So, uneven ground. All right, so, but as I pressed on, I was able to find a large pit near what I can only guess to be the center of the field. And I quickly learned that it was a living creature of some sort when its vine like appendages began to grasp at me, and I quickly returned to the ship after this. So, yeah, I just picture kind of like a Sarlacc pit, if you're familiar with Star Wars. But instead of being like a, I don't even know what kind of thing it is. You know, instead of being like a fleshy thing, this is more of like a viney. Um, I guess you could say similar to like like almost the grave mind from Halo, where it's sort of plant like, um, but then it's sunken into this pit. So yeah, that is it for this planet. And I just looked at the time. I think that's probably a good place for me to call it for today, just because it is lunchtime. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I'm hungry. So, thank you everyone for coming in and watching. Thank you, Sophia and Chell, for some fantastic suggestions today. Um, Sophia, if you want, I usually play this on Sundays. If you're normally um, awake and functional around this time, let me know because I think that could be really fun to have you on and we could play some together among the stars. So, yeah, just send me a message and I will see you all later. We'll be back. Today's Sunday, so nothing tomorrow. Tuesday. Tuesday we'll be back for Chaotic Academia Pandaros. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thanks everybody.